Hi all, this is Allmighty and welcome to this video. So in this video I'm going to start covering the candidates tournament of 2018. So the winner will go and face Magnus Carlsen for the world championship title. So a lot of things to be excited about. The thing is, the games already started yesterday. I'm going to cover a game from yesterday today, and I'll try to be on point every day after the games. But it is what it is. When you make it, you make it. But sometimes I just won't make it. But I will definitely cover a game the day after. So okay, let's go first with this game because I think it was the most exciting game of round one. Maybe this one or the one where we had Mamedyarov and Karjakin going to that queen endgame. But that is really something else to watch because Mamedyarov showed real patience and yeah, why he is actually currently the second rated chess player in the world, and yeah, why is also my pick to actually win the candidates. Actually, if you want, you can tell me in the comments down below who do you think will win the candidates. But let's go into this game. We have d4 and knight to f6. Always answer with knight to f6 leaves a lot of options, and also like king's Indian, queen's Indian, something you would want to go again if you want to win the game against d4 with black. We have c4 and e6, and now we have g3, so the Catalan opening. But after this, Wesley goes into kind of a system which doesn't really favor black. If you want to go for a win, it's a more drawish approach, but yeah, it is what it is. Bishop to b4, bishop d2, and bishop to e7. So not losing of a tempo or anything. You want to put the bishop here, for example, because then you cannot develop by playing b3 and bishop to b2. We have bishop to d2, yeah, as I said, bishop to e7, bishop to g2, and now d5. So Wesley is locking in the position in the center, and he will probably going to look for some chances on the queen side, since it's not likely that you can attack on the king side. It's heavily guarded. The kings will go castle on this side, but the thing is, you would have to look for some chances on the other side of the board. We have knight to f3 and of course castle by both sides. So following the chess principles, as you should do by being one of the strongest players in the world today. c6 and queen to b3. So now that you see that black has put this pawn chain, that he will have two things to worry about: pushing of the e5 if he wants to go for that, or and also developing this light square bishop, because this bishop is always a problem in situations such as these. Knight from b to d7, and you would probably want to go play b6 in order to develop it on b7, or maybe in some variations to a6. We have bishop to f4, putting to a more reasonable square this bishop, and we have a5. So yeah, as I said, could have been possible to play b6 or even knight to h5, but Wesley goes for a5, and he will definitely push on the queen side. So decisions have been made, and we have rook to d1. Because of that, Fabiano is going more of a center play. We have knight to h5 and bishop to c1. So putting it to a only reasonable square, because you don't want to leave it here to be captured. Later, after the position unravels, you will develop it back somewhere. We have putting the knight back. So I doubted that Caruana would go for bishop to f4 in the first round of the candidates to actually repeat the moves, but maybe Wesley was hoping for it or anything. In a sense, this knight doesn't really make sense to leave it on the edge of the board. It's a much better piece here, but yeah, I also think that Wesley didn't think that Fabiano will play bishop to f4 now. But okay, knight from b to d2 and b5 now. c5. So blocking in a little bit of the queen side, leaving this pawn to be a little bit weak here. So let me just cover. This doesn't win a pawn for white because you have bishop to a6, and now when the queen moves, you have bishop takes on e2. So the material is equal, and black is even better here. White now has a problem of developing this bishop quickly, and you will put the rook on b8 and c8 with black very quickly, and the problem will stay with these pawns. So yeah, you don't want to take. Fabiano of course didn't, he plays c5. And now we have b4, queen to c2 and a4, so pushing on the queen side. Now because of that we have rook to e1, and Fabiano is trying to push in the center, pushing e4. So I had a bit of a problem when I was looking into this game by Wesley's play, because it is okay to choose the side you will attack on, but I would rather go more quickly into a preparation of the e5 move, because as I said, I've played this system a lot of times, and this is one of the main problems of it. So the position is equal at the moment, but yeah, it is a question, you know. Should you play rook to e8, move the bishop, or push e5 right away, even though maybe you're losing a pawn for a moment, but you will open up the position, free the queen side, and then you can even push c5 and d4. So yeah, it is a question, but I would definitely go for it sooner, but Wesley plays it now. So e5, knight e5, knight e5, d5, and knight d7. So attacking these 2 pawns. Once again, black didn't lose a pawn here, and we have knight to f3. Of course, keeping this pawn would be much better than keeping this pawn, even though those are double pawns, but soon, yeah, Fabiano will use this pawn to his advantage. We have bishop takes on c5, and now knight to g5. You would like to mess up black's king side a little bit, because h7 is threatening checkmate. So now we have to, Wesley has to play g6, because this is the only reasonable move, and we have bishop to f4. So this pawn was attacked. Black, of course, couldn't take it because of h7 threats, and now bishop to f4 is defending it. Queen to b6, threatening to take on f2, and e4. Queen is defending, and also you're opening up the center. We have b3, a takes b3, a takes b3, and queen to e2. So this rook is unguarded, but you couldn't take it because the queen was attacked. And now bishop to a6. So this is the first mistake that Wesley actually makes in the game. Putting the bishop here is a problem, because he is leaving this diagonal, so this bishop at this point yeah, could have been considered as a defensive piece, because now in this situation e6 was played by okay, not right away, of course your queen is attacked, but e6 could have been played by Caruana without a problem. Instead of that, you could have played even, so rook takes on a1 first, because the rook was attacked, rook takes on a1, and now even knight to e5. Bishop takes on e5, and you play f6, the f file will open up, and you're piling on the f2 square. And also this bishop can now come on this diagonal. Maybe also here, but he would be better here, because then he can easily go back to the defense. This could have been better for black, but okay, Wesley decided bishop to a6, and we have queen to f3 defending, and now black is looking to attack on the f7 square. We have bishop to c4, and of course now exchanging of one rook and playing e6. So this is what Fabiano played, and it's not good to actually capture, because you have bishop to d6. Even if, for example, black takes on f2, you just move king to h1, and in this situation even black will get checkmated, because now you don't have rook to f8 and moves such as this. Of course, you cannot take on d6, because this is check and this is checkmate in the next move. So white is creating some threats, and you have to deal with it. We have d takes on e4, but taking the pawn is with tempo. We have bishop to f7, and now queen to knight takes on e4. Of course, you cannot take with the queen, because bishop is still threatening to capture on f2. We have bishop to d4, yeah, trying to put this bishop as a defensive piece. Once again, maybe yeah, bishop to d5 right away, or a move such as rook to e8 could have been better. But yeah, definitely bishop to d5 in order to lock in this bishop a little bit so that he can't move. But okay, bishop to d4 also okay. We have knight to d6, and only now bishop to d5. Queen to e2 moves. Once again, queen has to, yeah, defend this pawn. And yeah, in this situation, a better move maybe could have been queen to c5, or maybe even, yeah, I don't know. The thing is, even though the material is equal at this point, yeah, white is much better, because he's threatening to capture on d5. Then you even have queen to e6 check. Also, you have to watch out for the f2 pawn, but yeah, black's position from the move bishop to a6 quickly, yeah, went to be a very bad position. We have knight to f8 by Wesley, and now just bishop takes on d5, c takes on d5, and queen to f3. So Fabiano moves queen e2, queen to f3, what looks better for him. Now once again he is attacking the d5 pawn here, and because of that Wesley played queen to a5, defending the pawn and attacking the rook, but just rook to e7 was played, and checkmate will soon to follow. Either that, or you will have to sacrifice a piece with black, and in this position actually Wesley resigned the game. Fabiano won the first game, and yeah, he is leading the tournament along with Mamedyarov and Kramnik. So nice win by Kramnik as well against Grischuk. So yeah, very exciting first day in the candidates. Definitely more games to come. Yeah, everybody wants to play Magnus, even though nowadays it's just a matter of right timing on the internet and you even have a chance to play him. But nevertheless, you would like to face him for the World Championship title, and I'm hoping to cover also, as I said, one more game today in order to, yeah, be on point. But nevertheless, I would like to thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next time.